Have you ever considered how the legacy of slavery continues to reverberate in our society today? We're about to delve into a world where sculptures tell a story that's often haunting, deeply impactful, and rooted in the struggle for freedom and equality. These sculptures, these echoes of the past, serve as poignant reminders of the legacy of slavery, a legacy that still resonates in the present. So join us as we journey through time, examining these powerful pieces and the messages they convey. We begin with the early depictions, where the raw and brutal reality of slavery is laid bare. These initial sculptures, often chiseled from stone or cast in bronze, capture the harsh realities of slavery with an unvarnished honesty. Their stark details reveal the torment and despair of the enslaved, the chains of their bondage echoing in the silence of the stone. One cannot overlook the compelling piece, The Slave Auction, a heart-wrenching portrayal of a mother and child being torn apart, or the striking Am I Not a Man and a Brother, a poignant plea for humanity that resonates to this day. These works, with their raw emotion and brutal honesty, serve as a stark reminder of the suffering endured by enslaved individuals. They present a visceral narrative of pain and resilience, etched in stone and cast in metal. These early pieces present an unflinching view of the horrors of slavery, setting the stage for the evolution of this artistic narrative. As we move forward in time, the depiction of slavery in sculpture begins to evolve. The middle period of this artistic narrative introduces us to works that are rich with symbolic elements and themes of resistance and resilience. Take, for instance, the sculptures that began to portray enslaved individuals not as passive victims, but as defiant, strong figures embodying the spirit of rebellion. These pieces didn't shy away from the harsh realities of slavery, but they also shone a light on the indomitable spirit of those who were enslaved, their will to fight, and their unyielding hope for freedom. This shift in portrayal wasn't random. It mirrored societal attitudes as the abolitionist movement gained momentum, challenging the status quo and advocating for an end to slavery. These sculptures, with their potent symbolism, mark a significant shift in the narrative, reflecting the changing attitudes towards slavery and the struggle for freedom. In the modern era, artists continue to grapple with the legacy of slavery, using their work to provoke thought and discussion. As we delve into the contemporary art scene, we find a plethora of sculptures that command attention. These pieces, often abstract and laden with symbolism, explore the harrowing history and enduring impact of slavery. Take, for instance, the sculptures that utilize chains and shackles, not just as a literal representation of physical bondage, but also as a metaphor for the ongoing societal and psychological chains that limit progress. Then there are those works that incorporate the human form in distorted, fragmented ways, symbolizing the individual and collective trauma inflicted by slavery. Moreover, some artists daringly use materials associated with the slave trade, such as cotton or sugarcane, to further underscore the historical context and the bitter irony of the wealth generated on the backs of the enslaved. These modern pieces serve as a poignant reminder of the enduring legacy of slavery, challenging us to continue the conversation and work towards a more equitable future. As we've journeyed through time examining these haunting sculptures, we're reminded of the power of art to reflect and shape societal attitudes. From early depictions, through evolving expressions to modern interpretations, each sculpture carries a piece of history, a story of pain and resilience. They serve as silent yet poignant reminders of the past. In viewing these sculptures, we're not only confronted with the horrors of the past, but also challenged to consider our role in shaping a more equitable future. The legacy of slavery continues to echo in our society, and through art, we can begin to confront and understand this painful past.